Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Skip Happens. My name's Skip Clark, your host. You know that. Real conversations, real people. And today we have an artist whose music doesn't just entertain. I got to say, it starts a conversation. It does, no doubt. My guest is Dionya Marie, a multi-genre singing singer-songwriter, blends country. I'm trying to mix all this together here. Country, pop, and adult contemporary sounds with her powerful storytelling. Now, you may know her from songs like Miss You So Mad. I remember that. And Hands. And one that we will never forget, Calm Down, Karen.
Yeah.
and that came out right at that time. And now her most personal and emotional release yet. And I was just telling Dionya that I had it cranked on the other side of my pod zone just a little bit ago. It's called Don't Blame the Child. The song shining a light on childhood drama, the pain kids can carry when adults bring them into adult conflict, and the importance of letting children simply be children. Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
Dionya Marie, it's Marie. It's so good to see you. Welcome to Skip Happens.
You. Yes.
We're coast. I missed you too. We're like coast to coast tonight. I'm on the East Coast. You're in California, correct?
I'm in California. Yes, it's hot.
So it's like dinner time right now, and it's almost my bedtime here.
About, yeah. I stop eating at 6, so I'm a
there you go. There you go. Dionya, like I said, it's so good to see you. You look great. I know good things are happening for you. But first off, big thank you for being here. For listeners who may just be discovering you, how would you describe who you are as an artist?
Well, I am a Gemini and dyslexic. I'm all over the place. I mean, it's kind of like what they asked Bonnie Raitt, what are you? You have to pick a genre, and it's like, why? Yeah. I pick my feelings. I've gone from all types of charity songs to like I said, country, and then country said I was a little too good for the wording. So it's just been, I've started gospel and I'm ending everything.
Is there really a genre though? I mean, everybody crosses over so much now. I mean,
if you can, I didn't realize it was a thing that some people say I can't do. I'm rock and that's it.
Oh, come on. Now, no, we see rock people doing country, rock artists doing country.
No, but I'm saying it's hard because I've gone from gospel to rock to hip hop and R&B.
I love it.
Yeah, I went where the money was.
Well, I mean, absolutely. You're multi-talented. So why not do what you can do? And you've got to enjoy some of the fruits of your labor as well. So wherever you're going to get that from, use it.
And that's the thing too. I was raising 2 kids on my own. So it was, the other song I did.
Exactly. So your music crosses country, pop, adult contemporary, which we were talking about. Did you always see yourself as a genre blending artist, or did that happen just naturally?
No, I've always gone from country to I'm a little bit country, to a little bit rock and roll. I've always anything I listened to Alanis Morissette. I wrote a couple songs for her. And now I'm like going to be singing with her band probably soon. So I'm very excited.
What?
Yeah, but I wrote a song called I Care, and that ended up on a hip hop version. And then now I'm going to finish the rest of the, there's a real song to that one. And it's pretty intense. I've had so many feelings and things happen in my life, and I'm glad I'm glad that it happened. It's helped me to create so many genres and things because it's, like I said, it's the way I feel sometimes. And I'll listen to a song by, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm going to write a song. And then I'll be like, oh yeah, I love that too.
You've had success with fun, viral songs. You know where I'm going with this. Calm Down, Karen.
Yes.
But also emotional songs like you had Hands and Miss You So Mad. Do you enjoy being able to move between lighter songs and the deeper songs?
Yes. And that's the thing. When I did Calm Down, Karen, it was during that time and the lockdown. And so,
Calm down, Karen.
Yeah, I know, right? Can I speak to a manager? And then, I'm on a plane headed to Nashville and I see an old person's hand and a little kid's hand on top of it. And I just started writing about hands, it's
Mhm.
nothing like I want to write this song. It's what I see. That's what happens. I mean, you could be a song. It could be one of my songs. I was Taylor before Taylor, remember?
Well, yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
I tell people to be careful. I was dating somebody and he was a rubberneck and
Oh boy.
that, that was rubberneck.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Or
You got
stagecoach.
yeah, you got a song for everything. No, really, I mean, that's life. I mean, that's the way we bounce off of things like that, and we just, you get that thought, and it's like, wow, I can make that into something. And you've
Oh,
got the talent, the songwriting talent. And let me ask you, when you write music, Dionya, do you usually start with a personal experience, which I guess is like what we're talking about here,
yeah.
a title or a melody or a message? It all
That's
depends.
the thing. I was writing because somebody had said Joni Mitchell, she wrote so much of her life and everything, and I just wanted my life to be my documentary.
Hmm.
But, it takes there's this recipe to music, and it was like you need to put out some songs to be known first. And so that was kind of my thing. And when I heard that, I would watch Cheaters, the show. I would
Who
watch
would who did not watch Cheaters?
Housewives.
Just it's like
Just
you're gonna get your
basic,
ass busted.
just people when they said
Yeah.
things, I was like, that could be in a song. I mean,
Yeah.
it was funny because I know Michelle, and she's Diane Warren's niece, and I
Hmm.
remember I went out to lunch with Diane Warren and Michelle, and Diane's just asked me, and Michelle's going, see, she really wants to know. I said, no, she's trying to find a song out of me. We're songwriters. you know, but it is this. Some people say I talk in song, like certain things will come
Mhm.
out and they'll be like, you just wrote another song.
Yeah.
But I want my personal music to mean something to people, and that's why I think I do these songs, and then I do another song like "Don't Forget Who I Am."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and so "Don't Blame the Child," I wanted that out a couple years ago, and it was like, but we need to do something else. And then I saw myself in the Christmas video, and the weight was on there. The weight was on there, and so then I
Oh,
did,
come on.
if you don't like this body, somebody will. And so that song came out, and so that's when I said, okay, it's time for "Don't Blame the Child," which is a perfect time because it came out right before the child protection awareness month.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the blue, and I made these little, and I sent you some.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh, I can't. I'll
blue.
put 'em I'll put one right here in the pod zone. So we'll see it every time I go on with
I love it.
with the artist and stuff.
I
But
love
a little taste of what we're talking about here. I'm just gonna play a little clip if you don't mind. I'm sure you don't.
I I love it.
Here we go. It's called Don't Blame the Child.
A little girl being passed from home to home in a scary world, hoping that she'll find a family who cares, hugs her teddy bear. It isn't fair. There's a boy in a home, mama's in her room yelling on the phone. Not today, won't see your son until you pay. It's her way, even on Father's Day.
Here it is.
Don't blame the child. Yeah. Giving up so young, not knowing.
And there it is, a little taste of what she has put out. And really, if you're watching this, it doesn't matter when you're watching this or listening to this. You need to go online and find that because it's called "Don't Blame the Child." Dionya, let me ask you, that title alone, powerful.
Yes.
And where did this song begin for you? I know you were just talking about it a little bit, but can you tell us again?
Well, I did one of my songs. It's going to take a real strong man.
Mhm.
And in that music video, I actually had the little Daisy dog that I would go with through my whole life.
Oh,
And so, it just really got to me of, people blaming kids for their lives. Or my mother used to say, I never had a doll, I had a baby, or you're the reason my life is hell, or
yeah.
always something. Or hearing my girlfriend say, I can't even get a boyfriend with you, or you know This is actually through dating, the dating
Wow.
process I went through,
Yeah.
because I know this one guy wanted his child for Father's Day, and she said, "You didn't give me some money. You didn't pay me last week." And I'm going, "There's a child here. This is Father's
Wow.
Day."
Right.
Even on
Right.
Father's Day. It's
Yeah.
just it's a wake up call for people to realize what they're saying and what these children are absorbing, because it starts as a
Right.
child of who they're going to be.
It all goes in.
It does.
It
It
does.
does. They want to hear love. They want to hear kindness. They don't want to hear that they're the problem.
Yeah. Don't put
You
them in
know?
the middle.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and I was like, "So I'm sorry that you were how old when you had me, Mom? It's not my fault."
Right. Right. So, if you don't mind me asking, you were a child that was abused in a certain way,
Oh,
correct?
over.
Which kind of makes you to who you are today,
Yeah.
which
And to
is
tell people you can, we're in this together. Like,
right.
I'm here for you. I'm a voice for those people who think that they are, they can't, they're nothing because they were told they were nothing, you know?
Mhm. Now,
And yeah, go ahead.
no, but you were just you mentioned, was it the stuffed animal you just mentioned?
Yes, it's my Daisy dog.
And you've had that. You've had it since you were a little girl, and
Yeah.
you
So
still have that.
my mother, when she told me I had to leave, I was in my teens.
Oh my god.
And all I got was a trash bag of clothes in a box. And it was like a box from a store that, with fruits and vegetables in it. And I made sure I took my Jeffrey koala and my and my Daisy dog.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know,
so I still have them.
yeah. So, I mean, it's a symbol for you. You must see it every day. You must look at it every day,
Yeah,
and
it's
you
like
think,
your Wooby. In fact, I'm coming up with one of those too. I'm trademark. I already, yeah, it's the forever Wooby for children and
"Oh wow."
going through anything in life. It'll absorb
So,
your teeth.
yeah. So this song, "Don't Blame the Child," it touches on children being caught, let's say, in a custody
Yeah.
battle,
Mhm.
or some sort of adult conflict, which happens way too often. Uh, why was that so important for you to address?
Because it happened to me. I mean,
Yeah.
even the last verse, blaming her for things they couldn't be. Well,
Mhm.
guess what? I was still in the music industry when I had my two kids, and I didn't give them up. I have friends who did, and they didn't make
Oh,
it. Kids, they have no relationship. And so to me, it's like, if you really, there's a conditional and unconditional love. Okay. And a lot of
sure.
people are conditional. And for me, if your child does this or does that, that's your child.
Mhm.
You can't
Mhm.
sit there and just, you're
It's
not my
true.
child anymore. Now with mother-in-laws, but they're your children, and you just kind of have to sit there. Even, I mean, I was a teenager when I got married and everything, and that's not their fault. I was in foster care. I was in
Yeah.
whatever, but
Oh,
it's not their fault. You can't blame somebody because of something that in oh, I'm sorry, we're turning
what?
dark. It
No,
seems
you
like
look good.
it went to the darkness.
I didn't notice it.
I am your father.
I am your
So
father.
anyway, it just, to me, I loved my kids the best way I could because I was
Mhm.
never said I love you. My mom always said she hated me, or I can't believe something as ugly as you came out of me. It was just really bad. It was
Why?
horrible.
I don't
So
understand why people do that. I
yeah,
just
so
don't
I
get
made
it.
sure that my children knew that, and I even told them, do better than me, because I didn't know what to do.
Mhm.
I didn't have a very good, you know, nurturing mother. And I think I wrote that yesterday for Mother's Day. Did you see that?
Yes, I did, as a matter of fact. I
Yeah, because
did.
some people are like, Happy Mother's Day. And you kind of just look around like, not all of us. I was going to start a thing with Hallmark, the cards,
Mhm.
Happy Mother's Day. And she opens it. And for the worst mother, because we don't all have
Well,
experience, you have to have a little compassion. That's why at
yeah,
Christmas, I'll say, I'm here with you. You're
yeah.
not alone. I'm here with you.
Wow.
Because, yeah, we don't have that.
You said damaged children grow into damaged
Yes.
adults,
Yeah.
and they deserve better. Absolutely. It's a heavy but honest statement. I know
Yeah.
that.
And
And
I'm going through that right now with somebody
yeah.
who's, you kind of have to do a little reverse psychology and say, your mother doesn't deserve you. You know,
Well,
you have
it's
to
true.
kind of
No, that's a good way
weed
to,
out.
yeah, throw it
Yeah.
back at them that way.
Right. Because when I did
Yeah.
modeling or I did certain things or I started singing, all of a sudden, little red hen, she was right
Hmm.
there,
Hmm.
the little red
Hmm.
hen story. And it's like, oh, that's my daughter. And I was like, oh no, that's not my mom passed away a long time ago.
Oh, wow.
It's just,
Wow.
yeah, because you have to do that in your mind to move forward. Because I'm not the person, and I'm sorry, there's probably going to be people saying something, but I don't believe in when somebody says you have to forgive them so that you can move forward. No, 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 no. Because I feel like if I forgive them, then they'll
Hmm.
go on with their life going, oh, they forgave me. No, 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 no. You're going to take that to the grave. You know?
No, exactly, exactly. Uh,
Yeah.
when somebody listens to "Don't Blame the Child," let's say, the parents or adults, uh, what do you want them to hear when they hear that song? What do you want them to see and
I
feel?
want them to be more compassionate if they don't understand. Some people are in this bubble where they think everybody has a mother, father, and everybody's happy and everybody's this. I want people to understand that this is happening. I want people who are doing this to their children to wake
Mhm,
up, because I did something, it's called it's all about me.org, and it was for kids to have a day for kids, but then
mhm.
I went to the parents while they were having fun and I was spoke to them, and I'm starting that again, where I can educate them, open their eyes, let them be aware of your divorce and everything is yours. They didn't ask for this. They saw you as loving parents, which they should continue doing.
Yeah.
You
I
know, it's,
yeah.
yeah,
I
because even,
Oh, go
yeah,
ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
even
I'm sorry.
even even children. I always see this also. You have an older daughter and you have the younger siblings, and you get a
Mhm,
divorce.
mhm.
That older daughter becomes the babysitter, the parent.
That's true.
It's just things. It says it's not fair because it's not fair. You know, Look at them with love and understanding. Let them be children while they can. You only get it
Yeah.
one time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty heavy, but it's deep, but it's so good. The song feels like it's not just for people who have experienced childhood drama, but
Yeah.
also for people who need to recognize that the role they play in a child's life, was that intentional?
Yes, because I again, I think some people are in a bubble, and
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that it's like anything. You don't know about Susan G. Komen or October until someone in your family gets breast cancer. You don't know about certain things until, in fact, we're doing the song in Spanish, and Telemundo and Televisión, Univision, they want to get a hold of me as soon as it's,
Wow.
yeah,
Now you've done that before though with your songs, right?
Latin
Am
country.
I
They,
mistaken?
they
Yes, I
and they
knew
love
that.
it. They love the song. We
Yes.
sent them on the Lija, and they were like, "Oh!" So I have to catch up on my Spanish because I'm more like a Selena. I say
Mhm.
blanco toast. So and I was raised Puerto Rican, so I understood Bad Bunny. But a lot of different Spanishes people don't understand, and so I'm trying to learn
I
the
love that. Yeah.
so
So, Deanna, if somebody's listening that had a tough childhood and still carries some of that pain,
mm.
what do you want to say directly to them?
That's the thing that I'm learning. Um, in a better way to tell them they're moving on with their lives.
Mhm.
And if you can imagine them moving on with their lives and not caring about you, then you
Mm.
should move on with yours and become something amazing.
Yeah.
Because by becoming someone amazing, when somebody cuts you off on an intersection, you're like, oh, I always smile and go, oh, okay. The smile kills you, right? But you just have to. I have so many things going on in my life, but my social media doesn't show it.
I'm sure you
I'm
have a
always
lot going
happy,
on. Yeah.
but don't let them don't let them take your sunshine. Don't let them take your day. Life is so short that they don't care because they're narcissists, right? And they don't care. I mean, I
Mhm.
didn't even know what all of this stuff was about narcissists and what do you call that thing? Not ghost, right? What is it? What is it? You ghost them? No. What do you call
Uh,
that when somebody says something and then they change the subject
oh my
and
God.
you're anyway.
No, I know what you're talking about
That's how
though.
crazy it is. I didn't know a
Yeah.
lot of these things,
Yeah.
right? And so now I'm just like, wow, that's what it is. I've
Yeah.
lived with that my whole life, you know?
You got to stop worrying. A narcissist is somebody that cares about nobody but themselves.
No. And you
And
can't say sorry because then they'll be like, aha, See,
Exactly.
it would you were
Exactly.
the problem. It's
Exactly.
your fault, you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, it
Do you
just
think this is part of a larger mission for you?
oh yes. Oh yes.
She's off and rolling. I love it.
Yeah, this song, like I said, I was so happy, and that it went to number 16
I
today.
know. I want to talk to you about that because you sent me the graphics and I went, yeah, you go, girl. That is, and it's on the media based chart, which means a lot, which you know that. I
There you
mean,
go.
that's
Yeah, I just got chills again.
crazy,
From
crazy
number
good.
43 4 weeks ago to
Yeah.
number 16, and I'm number 3 on the media based artists. So for me, it's so I always hear these people doing interviews, and they're like, "Yeah, the song I made, I wrote, we put it out 5, 10 years ago, and it's
Hmm.
finally made it." Blah blah blah. And somebody said, "Do you realize that when you put songs out, they hit charts?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah." So there, I'm getting my little records.
Oh, I love it.
For
Yeah.
I
Put
hit
them
the
up on the
yeah,
wall. Oh, yeah. No, no, there,
yeah.
no doubt. No
I'm
doubt.
excited, but 16,
Yeah.
I'm
See,
just
now
like,
that's exciting, Deanya. That is so exciting. But don't watch those numbers every day because it'll drive you nuts.
yeah. Well, it's once a week. And
Okay.
the
All
thing
right.
is I kind of like sit there for a little bit, and it's like, oh, I don't know, it just shakes me up. But thing is I'm going to be so this is a little there is Hope of the Valley. I think it's Hope of the Valley. And they did like 3 big hotels, and they made them
Hmm.
into for people kids that turn 18 to go back into the system, but they're not ready because I was thrown into the system and I wasn't ready. I
Yeah,
was
it's not
there
good.
when they
Yeah.
broke ground, and so
Wow.
now they're going to do the actual grand,
Hmm.
opening.
Hmm.
And so
Oh my
I
God, that's so
I gave
cool.
them the song "Don't Blame the Child," so we're going to sing it for that. And then there's another big opportunity I have for "Don't Blame the Child." Um, it's something I really, because it hit number 16, I think, and because it is going up and people are talking about it, and we're doing a music video.
I
Uh,
was going to ask if
yes,
we would be seeing something like that pretty soon. That's pretty cool.
I'm putting some cute little things up because I didn't know that you're supposed to put the camera sideways. So I did everything like this.
I saw some clips on TikTok, I think it was, or maybe it was Insta. It was one of those that I
The
think
video in
you were
San
on the no, you were by a
Yes,
fence.
yes.
Yes.
That was in Pasadena, and that was supposed to be the video, but it was whatever. And I said, I'm still going to put it up.
Yeah.
And it just blew up. I mean, it blew up on X. It blew up, sharing,
So
sharing,
cool.
sharing, sharing, sharing. And I'm just like, I'm going to show you Mark Needham. He was twirling in the chair. You know, Mark Needham.
Yep. Yeah.
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 And he's twirling in the chair with the kids, and just being a kid himself. He's a kid.
We're all kids. Come on. You're still a kid. I'm still
Oh,
a
we are.
kid, even at
We are.
my age. As an independent artist, and I've been following you, we've known each other for quite a while now. What has been the biggest challenge and what has been the biggest blessing?
The biggest challenge is when I'm writing these songs and everything starts coming out of me. It
Mhm.
takes a lot out of me, as you can see. It just really brings me back, which some things I don't want to be brought back to, but
Right, right.
reason for it, and I get it. And the amazing thing I feel that's going to come out of it is I didn't go through what I went through for nothing.
Right.
And I've always been on this journey. Like I said before, we took 10 women off the streets, and told them that they can be, if somebody's really having a problem, even on social media, they can DM me. I run my own social media, and I really truly want to be that person that's hands on, not somebody that just writes a song and that's it.
Mhm, mhm,
Yeah,
mhm, mhm.
it's personal. It's really personal to
We
me.
can tell and
Yeah.
understand, and I
Uh,
get it, and that must make it really it's gotta be very difficult for you at times. Let's say you were to perform "Don't Blame the Child," and
mm.
you get so deep into it, and how do you hold yourself together? Because I would not be able to,
Yeah.
you know?
When I did the song "Stand Up and Live Strong" for the Raising of the Rose for breast cancer, which
Mhm.
still plays today, the women stood up and they
Ah,
raised and they started singing with me. Stand up and live. This is our song, and I'm just like, ah, you know,
wow.
joking back, but you just kind of have to like, this is their song, and you just, you just let them sing louder than you. That's all.
That's got to be so hard, but it's got to be
Yeah,
such a rewarding type of feeling to see this and this, these women standing up and singing the song. And yeah,
and
just got to
giving
be
them
so
like
rewarding.
something, like everyone needs something, and music heals. Like
Oh
I
yeah.
did. Lyrics can heal. Lyrics speak for people who can't. You get a song and you're like, oh my gosh, that's me.
Hmm.
I mean,
Hmm.
so many people say that, like, they'll take a little piece of my song and say that song's for me. I mean,
Hmm.
it's something I've always wanted to tell people, and I'm like, then post it. I did it for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
that's what, music brings us together like
Mhm.
that. Music is the soundtrack to our lives. I mean, so many different things going
It,
on in our
it,
lives. And
it really saved my life. If I didn't
yeah,
have music, I don't know where I'd be
I
right now.
get it. I totally understand. I can relate
I
to
can't
that.
talk to a therapist and him go, and I'm Italian, right? We go back and forth. I can't talk to oh, you know what? We'll hit on that next week, and you're like, and plus, my
Uh,
step monster. I just want to let you know has changed his full name since this.
really?
Well, remember I did a girl with no last name. I did.
Yes. Yes.
He's changed his full name. It's okay because I know his name, and he also had 3 strokes.
Oh
Yes, because it's torment in him. And my mother's,
my
she
God.
keeps asking him, what did you really do? Because but she's still with him. So
Wow.
yeah, changed his complete name and moved to Florida. I got you, honey. I know where you're at. But
Wow.
and it's something that's pretty powerful.
Hmm.
I did
Hmm.
something that a lot of people couldn't. I'm telling the world
Hmm. Hmm.
about these people who have done something to me. And it's kind of like, if you want to attach your name onto this song and put at and say, this person did this to me, join in. Join
Wow.
in. Yeah.
Wow. Good for
So,
you.
yeah.
You're using your talent and who you are to speak up and speak out and make a change,
Oh, yeah.
which is pretty
And you,
awesome.
you
Pretty
got me.
awesome.
You got me the other. Oh my gosh. When you said, how are you?
Yeah. Well,
I
I
like,
meant it.
nobody has ever, it just, it hit me in the stomach because no one
Oh,
has asked me, like, how are you? And it just, when you said it to me, I'm like, tear up. When you said it to me, it was just like
well, I
somebody
meant it. I
thinking about
mean,
me. Well, because I'm doing so much for other people and everybody, and it's just like, yeah, how am
but
I?
but how are you? I mean, that's what I meant. It was
Yeah.
like, because I know you're doing a lot and you're
Yeah.
doing a lot for other people and
Yeah.
you're making it known and you're speaking up for so many
Yeah.
that probably wouldn't otherwise.
Yeah.
And it's just, I know that it's a lot on you mentally, physically, and
Mm.
everything. So it was like, Dionya, how are you?
Yeah. Some great
That's, yeah.
words I
I
haven't,
so appreciate you. I
and
mean,
that's the thing
that's,
too, is people say you can write a song and everyone's writing a song and everybody, they said they keep coming back to my music because it's actually something that's not just a beer song or whatever. It's
right,
actually,
right,
yeah.
right, right.
So,
Beyond music, though, you've done a lot charitable work. I know we're talking about breast cancer, Susan G. Komen events, the shelters, disaster relief, Toys for Tots, and one
yeah.
very dear to me, Down syndrome. The
See?
tennis camp you were doing, we had talked about that. My son Zach, who is now
Yeah.
25, and it's just,
We have a great tennis camp.
oh my God, I know, and
We still got to get, you know what? Vince is coming out in next month with his son. And I'm going to make sure we just all sit down and get on that podcast.
oh yeah, we should. We'll definitely have to
Yeah.
make sure that happens. But you've done so many others on top of that. Where does that heart for giving come from? Because of everything you've been through and just knowing that,
I think so. I think I have more compassion.
yeah.
There was a guy, I think I posted it. There was a guy on the freeway and he was out of his car and he was crying and he had his arm on the wall and he kept hitting the wall. And I was just like, I called 911.
Yeah.
I said, hey, there's a guy, he might have got bad news. There's no car damage. And no one had called. He was having a meltdown. And so the paramedics came, they called me back and he said, please tell her thank you. Because I just didn't want him getting back on the road. But
No, exactly.
other people pass and you're just
And they
sitting there
just
going,
don't care. They don't want to be involved. They're like, oh
no,
no, somebody else will call. Somebody
Yeah.
will do this. You know what? You did
Or
the
they don't
right
want to
thing.
be involved. They don't want to see
Yeah.
they saw it. But
Yeah,
me, I'm
exactly.
more like, God, what if that was your son or your brother or your uncle and he's on the road? Are you going to care then? So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow.
I just feel like we need more happiness and peace, and you know, should have been born in the 60s.
Well, don't blame the child. Um, wow, powerful, and you continue to do it. Um, and after we've been talking about this song, such a powerful song, I always like to let listeners get to know the person behind the music. What's something that you might that about you that might surprise people?
Well,
You never know. I talk for a living here, but that's okay.
I'm doing like a little clothing design lately.
Yeah,
I'm doing something kind of cool with torn jeans and what do you call
that's
it?
the style.
And vintage t-shirts. Yeah. Well, I'm going to be going. Cindy from In Vogue is a really good friend of mine.
Okay,
And
very
In Vogue
cool.
is touring with TLC and
Yeah, yeah.
Spinderella and Salt and Pepper.
Salt and
So I'm
pepper.
putting together a whole little jumpsuit with all their things on it. But yeah, I'm just creating. I have to be doing something. I have to be painting. I have to be. And so now this whole new holes in the jeans and going to the Goodwill and then putting the
Yeah,
vintage T-shirt through. It's insane. So
it's gonna be
I'm
pretty
very
cool.
creative. I'm very creative. I'm remodeling a home. That's the nail that broke off. But I just really love that. I just went to a thing for Debbie Gibson with Debbie Gibson for uh, a non-kill shelter for dogs. I'm going to
Very
go to another
cool.
thing for cats. Anything that needs. Um, I just feel like I have to give.
Yeah,
I just do. I don't know why.
it's a good feeling. You know what? Because you're blessed to be the type of person you are. What you do is not to be overlooked. It's pretty awesome. And who were some of the voices that shaped you growing up?
Well, Karen Carpenter.
Yeah,
Definitely Karen
we've
Carpenter.
only just begun.
We've only, yeah, you got to get the
Yeah,
deep we've only.
yeah, I know. I can't do well.
Uh,
Not like that, anyways.
and then Mr. Leonard Sassine. I know I didn't say his name before, but Leonard Sassine was my teacher for a school that I stayed in the longest because I moved all the time. Remember, I
Uh,
told you mom would move on a Friday, so we couldn't
yeah,
say goodbye. He was my freshman and part of my sophomore year teacher, and he would just get on me for everything. He'd get a pen and hit me on the head. It just he was amazing, and he knew I hated math, so he'd let me get out of my math class to kind of like I was an a cappella choir as a freshman. I didn't know that was a big thing.
oh wow.
And but he really is somebody that molded me into that. Um but yeah, Karen Carpenter, Anne Murray.
Oh yeah.
I just Alanis Morissette, I love her too.
Oh my God, she's so good. So
Alanis
good.
Morissette, you'll live, you'll learn. I don't Amy Winehouse. But
Oh,
molded me, I would
the late
say,
great.
and
Yeah.
then everything that has to do with oldies. I mean, our day will come. I just love the
Is that
oldies.
Ruby and the
Our
Romantics?
day will
I
come.
think that was Ruby and the
Yeah,
Romantics.
yeah.
But anyways,
You don't
now I'm showing
own
my age.
me. I love Do You Not Own
Leslie Gore.
Score. Oh my gosh, I
Oh
love.
my God. That wasn't that the flip side of It's My Party? I
I
don't know.
think so.
I'm trying to think. You don't know me.
Yeah. Well, when I heard what's the 16 Sweet 16, what is it?
What
Da, 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 Sweet 16.
There's Happy
The
Birthday Sweet 16. There's the Crest 16 Candles, and the
no.
Crest had Johnny
The
Maestro.
one, my love, my love, my love, my calendar girl.
Oh, Neil Sedaka.
Yeah, I thought it was a girl the whole time.
No, no.
And then I listened to it, and then I was just like, but a lot of his songs are kind of
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Like,
I mean, he had that voice. That's why I
oh
totally get it.
yeah.
If you didn't know, you didn't know. So
And that's the crazy thing. I went to his last concert. I went to Kenny Rogers' last concert. I went to the last concert from the Monkees, the one that Peter,
oh yeah,
and
yeah.
I was like, we got to
Here
go.
we
And then I went
come,
to
just a
Frankie Valley.
walking down the street.
I went backstage with Frankie Valley on his last concert.
Oh my gosh. He's what's Frankie now? He's got to be like in his 90s.
I think he's Yeah, late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
But
I
he
thought he
held
was still performing though.
I have a picture and nobody was taking photos, but he held me. I have a photo and he's holding me and I'm going and I said, "Do I remind him of somebody?" I was like, "Why is he
It's
doing?"
that little extra tightness.
I don't know. He
Yeah.
kept looking at me like I reminded him of someone,
Aw.
which was kind of cool. Hopefully it wasn't
Well,
a
you know.
you know me and that.
What's your go-to comfort item right now? Is it music, food, a place, a person, or maybe still that stuffed animal?
My cat.
Oh,
My cat. But also, like I said, I'm not a person that writes things down.
yeah.
The way I do music is, I told you I just sing kind of in a recorder. And
That's
I
not
have
unusual though.
no, but I come up with it. I can't write like some people will write something to me that's a poem, but I come up with like the whole song at once. It has to just, everything.
Wow.
So it's kind of
Yeah,
some
but
people,
that's a talent. A lot of people can't do that.
yeah. But that's my comfort. My comfort is I can't have food anymore. I got a little too comfortable on that Christmas song, y'all.
Oh, come
Don't like this
on.
body, somebody will.
No, please. Please. You're
I
very
lost
beautiful. You're
lost
doing your thing.
I lost 40 pounds from that video
Wow.
because I didn't want to be there again. I was just like, wow, I've
Well,
never
as
been.
long as you feel good, I mean, that's
Yeah.
all that matters. You're healthy. That's all that
Oh no,
matters.
no, that's all that matters completely. But I knew I wasn't. I'd go get the mail and I was like, oh, so
Oh.
I knew. But then I couldn't write, if you don't like this body, somebody will.
Everything you do leads to another song.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. And on that note, are there more songs coming that
Yeah.
continue this deeper, more personal direction?
Yes. I am working again with Mark Needham.
Okay.
I love him. He's
Well, there you
amazing.
go. Yeah.
And we are doing some really fun songs. And one of them talks about something I have on my body. But it's going from you'll know, but it's going from something country, more country. I'm hitting the charts on contemporary, adult contemporary, and people are getting adult contemporary is not the same anymore. It's not, like
No, right.
Coast 103 point, it's not the songs from that.
The
It's
best
more
best mix of the 80s,
25.
90s, and today. Uh,
Yeah, 25 to 53, I think it's the age
yeah.
group. And you've got
Okay.
Taylor Swift and everybody on there, Bruno
Yeah.
Mars.
Oh, yeah.
So it's doing it. So now I can do an Alanis Morissette song.
No doubt. No doubt. That'll
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
No doubt.
No.
So, and what is there anything? What are we going to be looking for? I mean, there's got to be something coming down that you just don't want to say yet.
There's some great things coming down. But like I said, the videos are coming out. The one in
Okay.
Spanish will be coming out for Don't Blame the Child. We'll see where that goes. Mi español needs to be more perfecto.
You
But
do better than I would.
but yeah, it's that. It's new music. I go in, I think Saturday and put down my roughs with Mark Needham.
Very cool.
He's out here in California. He's from California to Nashville. And these are some pretty fun songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereabouts are you in California?
I am in Southern California, Los Angeles area,
Okay, cool.
but in a little cove.
Little cove.
In a
Were you
little
anywhere near the fires?
Yes, I was
Oof.
here. I was, yeah. So the fire was coming down my area, the
Is it Bear Lake? Is it Bear
Altadena.
Altadena? Okay.
Yeah, it's that. And so it was scary. They told us to leave. And that was the hardest thing too. And that's another one of my songs coming out because everybody was grabbing everything. And it's like, can it be replaced? Can it be replaced? Can it be replaced? So it's, and I couldn't put anything in the car because everybody put everything in the car.
Oh
So
no.
yeah, so yeah, there's that song and another funny song. But no, I asked a firefighter, I said, if I go back home, because people were on the news saying you're losing your home anyway, people are robbing homes.
Mm.
And so I have what do you call it? Solar lights everywhere in the
Yeah.
backyard.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I have the little fairy lights in the house.
Yep.
I was
Yep.
the only one that had lights still.
Oh wow. Yeah,
So
because
I
of the
went back
solar
home.
lights. Yeah.
Yeah, I went back home
Totally get it.
for a
There
whole
you
week.
go.
Everybody was in hotels and everything. Yeah.
And everything was okay.
A lot of my friends lost their homes.
Yep.
all of that area is
Oh,
gone.
I can't even fathom that.
Yeah,
I can't even imagine. And
yeah.
the reason I asked about the fires, I think I don't know if it's Bear Lake or
The
something like,
Eden fire, yeah.
but it's another artist and her significant other live out there, and they were telling me about it,
Yeah,
how
the Pacific
close they were.
Osage is gone. You
Crazy.
know, they're completely gone, and
Yeah.
so
I can't
they're
even picture that. So,
yeah, it's just constant fires. But the thing is, they were copycats. I'm sure. You know, all these
mm,
people that are,
mhm.
and it's a home. But if we learn from what's happened, then we can realize we're still here, and
That's true.
everything precious is still here.
That's
And,
true.
you know,
Things
so
that matter.
because I was told to leave home with nothing, nothing. So think about it. When you leave from a fire, you're leaving with nothing. But I'm still here.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
That's
So
crazy. I don't know if I could do that. I'll be
no.
honest with you. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know
Well,
if I could leave with nothing. I mean, I
well,
have so much,
yeah,
here, thank God, in upstate New York, we're not dealing with that.
yeah. Well,
But
even
still,
if
not
you have
saying it wouldn't
any
happen.
other
It could.
reason, I would
Yeah.
just I know what's important to me. My music isn't a huge thing now.
Mhm.
My, everything I need, birth certificate, it's in another thing, and photos. And
Mhm.
so, and my cat, I got a great cat.
Aw.
But and I'm fine, you know, and my laptop, my phone,
And your stuffed animal.
my
So we're
stuff
good.
channels. Yes.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to follow you, stream the song, support what you're doing, how can they do that?
I have a link tree on my Instagram, Dionya Marie, Dionya, phonetically spelled.
Dionya.
I have a website, which I don't even know if anybody uses a website. I'm getting my Wikipedia, by the way, now.
That's a good question. Does
Yeah,
anybody really use a website?
I have one up, and I really don't think they do. Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, you're better off to
But do I check my website? I was kidding.
yeah, I think you got X, you got Instagram,
Yeah,
you got all these other avenues now. Even Facebook's becoming
right.
obsolete to a certain degree. It's.
But
So
where did my MySpace go?
I was just going to talk about MySpace. I don't know. MySpace has left the space. It's gone.
I still say
But
Twitter.
did you have a MySpace page?
Yes,
Yes.
I had a MySpace page, and I had some other website, and they're gone. And I'm going, where did they all go? Like, where did they go? Where did you go? My MySpace.
Here comes another song, everybody.
Yeah,
It's on its way. It's
it's
on its way.
crazy,
So
right? Someone's got
it's
my
crazy.
photos.
There you go. Well,
Yeah.
but you know what? You look great. You sound great.
Thank you.
I love the music, and I'm so glad that we were able to touch base again.
Yeah.
And you mean a lot to me. You really do.
You
Just
too.
knowing what you've been through, and
Yeah.
you've been on my podcast before, and I appreciate you reaching out again. And there's so much going on in your life, and
Yeah.
so just remember to take care of yourself.
I know.
You
You
care so
got,
much about others,
you
but you
got
need
me.
to take, I know, but you still need to take
Yeah,
care of yourself.
I am. I will
Yeah.
be
We love
because
you
of
for
you.
that. Yeah.
Because of you.
Here comes another song, everybody. It's coming out. It's
Yeah,
coming out.
it is.
It's coming out.
Can't help
But
it.
thanks for coming on. So much for being open, honest, and willing to have this conversation. The new single is Don't Blame the Child. It's a powerful song about childhood drama, awareness, compassion, and letting kids be kids. And why not? Make sure you stream it, you share it, and really listen to the message behind it.
Thank
She's got a
you.
message behind every song she puts out,
Every
and it's so
song.
good. So good.
Thank you.
Dionya, I want to say thank you for being a part of Skip Happens tonight.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you. Thank you for having me back because I love hanging out with you.
It's a no-burner. We can hang all night if you want. It's all good.
We
But
gotta get
thank you.
we gotta get on your Zack Attack.
Yeah. Yes. We'll have to do that. Zach Attack. He's been, it's not to change the subject here a little bit, but with Zach Attack with Dad, I wanted to do that like every Sunday
Mhm.
night. Now it's like, no, Dad, no ball game. No, Dad, got,
Oh,
he's got his own thing,
I know.
but
Yeah.
he will every once in a while. He'll
Yeah.
wander down and go podcast Zach Attack.
Oh,
So
well, let me know when, because JoJo, I
I
mean,
will
JoJo has it
definitely
posted
let you
too
know.
all the time. Love it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Dionya, again, thank you for being here. I want you to stay right there. And thank you for watching, everybody. Make sure you subscribe to Skip Happens so you do not miss another episode. As you can see, we go pretty deep and we have some pretty awesome people.
Deep.
Good example. Deep,
Deep.
deep, deep, deep. Good night, everybody.